Well, welcome back. And we have Julie Fei-Fan Balzer with us from Sakura. And we are going to decorate some cool photo holders. A little different.
Super easy. So the first thing you're going to do is take a piece of pattern paper. This is just tone-on-tone pink paper. And I'm going to take an archival black pen.
Use your scraps if you want.
Exactly. And I'm going to just start to outline the design that's on here. And I'm not being exact. This is not a perfection thing. This is just a fun way of looking at the design through a whole other kind of lens. And once I've outlined this completely, I'd take the time to do that, of course.
The whole thing.
And you can see I have one here that's done. And if you compare these two side by side, you can see what a difference that outlining really makes. And then the next step is I'm going to take some oil pastels and I am going to simply color. I'm not going in the lines at all. You can see that. I just scratched right across the center. And then I'm going to take a second color and go in. And then I'm going to take the ultimate blending tool,
your finger,
otherwise known as my finger. And I'm going to, smush right through there. And you can see how those colors just blend beautifully. You can add in another color on the
never know what you're going to do, but it's always cool.
You can use your second clean blending tool, the next finger next to it, and blend that out too as well. And you can see I have one here that's completed.
And you'd wrap it around this bull nose clip.
So easy. This is a large binder clip. And I just wrap it around and I would adhere it to my clip, put a little embellishment on.
And there's the finished one. What a great hostess gift, okay?
So easy.
You can hand them this little binder clip and go, here, and then say, but there's more. Yeah. Okay, let's do another.
Okay, so this is another fun technique. I am literally using...
Right here we have it. It has cute things like, it's for a wedding announcement.
Yeah, that was a save the date, and you know, you don't want to lose this kind of thing, but rather than clutter my refrigerator, I just stuck it in the binder clip.
Yes.
So I have just a piece of copy paper, and again, I'm using a nice archival black pen, and I'm just going to create an outline, and then maybe I'm going to write the word love. Now, the only thing to remember is that you want the love to be facing the right way.
Good point.
Simple, simple. So I have one here that's already done. There you go. And then I'm going to take some watercolors, and I have this great water brush, which I've pre-filled with some water, and I take the cork out. And then I'm going to put the cap right on there. And you'll notice that one of the things about this cap is it screws what seems like the wrong way.
Yes.
And the reason for this is as you paint, you tend to rotate it to the right if you're a righty, and you naturally unscrew it.
Good point.
But with this water brush, it stays on. So I'm simply going to squeeze some water out, get my watercolor going, and I'm going to put a swatch of paint on here. And I would take the time to do that a little more.
Notice the love didn't run.
Didn't run at all. That's really important. And once it dries, it's going to look a little something like this. So then this is the fun time to embellish. And again, you can go just right over stuff. I am making a heart right there, but you can see how it's a little translucent, so it shows through. If you look at the finished one, you can see that I added a photo of the bride and groom to be.
Very nice. Next to that one is one where you actually doodled onto the clip itself.
Yes, and that's very easy. The only thing is that you need a pen that will work on a slick surface. And I like to take a little piece of paper to make sure that the pens are actually going to work. And I just get the ink started flowing, and there you can see it's going. And then I'm going to come straight onto my binder clip. And I'm going to draw a little grid. Can you see those coming up? Now, when you first put it down, it's going to seem a little transparent, but it will dry to a very nice opaque finish.
Bright almost.
Yeah, bright and milky and a little bit dimensional actually, which is really nice. So, and then I'm going to switch colors, and again, I'm going to go onto my piece of paper just to make sure my ink is flowing, and I'm going to draw inside some of the squares. You could color some of them in solidly.
And already the green is getting brighter and darker.
Already, exactly. It's starting to come up. And you would just keep going with the colors until you have something that you really, really like. There you go, something like that.
Okay, we have time for one last one.
Great. I have some steps that I've done right here, and you can see that I started with some plain copy paper. I used a nice archival black pen to draw some circles. Then I put some watercolor on top of that. I used some oil pastels to color in the circles and create some highlights. And then with this one, I put another layer of some darker watercolor on top, and wherever I put the oil pastels resisted the watercolor.
Thank you very much, Julie.
Thank you.
Nice job. And we'll be back.